Good morning, all of you. Hope everything is fine over there. Yes, welcome to your English 1 class. Today we will discuss the chapter that is tense, and to be particular, the last classification of tenses, that is future tense. And the name of the chapter that is included in your syllabus is verbs expressing the future. So I'll ask you all to open the book and stay tuned to page number 31. As we all know, future tense, when it comes to future tense, only shall or will comes in our mind, right? So we all know, in order to make the sentence in future indefinite or simple future tense, we will only be using shall or will. Okay, and later on, let us know the different kinds of future tenses, and that too in detail. So as we know, shall or will comes first. So we'll use will. We decide to do something at the time of speaking. So would you like to eat something? If you are asked, what would you answer? Thank you. I will have some sandwiches, please. Means at that time you want that sandwiches to be eaten. So there's no milk to make tea. Don't worry, I'll go and get some. If we are using it in a negative way, we will use won't. So the negative of will is won't. I won't take much time of yours. We often use will to express something which is certain to happen, something which cannot alter, something over which we have no control. So the school will remain closed tomorrow. Here we have to use will. They won't declare the results before 10th May. We use will to express the speaker's view. I'm feeling feverish. I think I'll consult a doctor. To offer to do something. I'll open the door for you. To promise to do something. Thanks for the book. I'll return it by Sunday. To ask somebody to do something. Will you please get me some aspirin? Now, all of us will discuss when and why do we use shall. So, shall is not common in modern English. Shall I, shall we are used in questions to make offers or suggestions. Shall I get some coffee? So it's, of course, shall I get you some coffee? It's nothing but an offer. Shall we visit Adventure Island this weekend? So this is nothing but a suggestion. Now let us move to exercise 1. Hopefully all of you having your grammar copies open with you. So complete the sentences with I will and a suitable verb. So we have to put the verb according to the situation, and we will be using I will. The first is done for you. So let us begin from number 1. Shall we get you something to eat? I think I will have some biscuits. Those parcels look heavy. Shall I carry them for you? Thank you, I will carry them myself. I'm feeling quite tired. I think I will rest for a while. There was a phone call for you from Sanjana. Thank you, I'll call her in the evening. What will you do if there is nobody to receive you at the station? I'll book a cab and go home. Exercise 2. Frame questions with shall I, shall we to suit these situations. It's not safe to go alone at the late tour. Shall I come with you? The movie is, the sky is overcast. It might rain in the evening. Shall I leave now? The baby is not well. Shall we consult a doctor? I have a car. Shall we go for a long drive? It is hot inside. Shall I wait outside? We use the going to form to suggest that there is an intention or a decision to do something in the near future. So we are going to play a friendly match tomorrow. So by this we can understand this is nothing but an intention and a decision to do something in the near future. We also use this form to predict a future action when there is clear evidence of its coming true. For example, she is getting wet in rain, she is going to catch flu. Since she is wet, so she will catch flu. Here we'll use she is going to catch flu, because we are actually quite sure by the evidence that we get in the present state that she will catch flu. Now yes, according to that we will do exercise 3. Fill in the blanks with will or going to form. So Karan has joined a medical college. He is going to be a doctor. After 5 o'clock, there will be a mad rush at the ticket window. He will help me in my work, he assured me yesterday. The time is almost over. The bell is going to ring any moment. All offices will remain closed tomorrow as a mark of respect for the departed leader. The situation has become serious. I think I will call the police. You brought some seeds yesterday. When are you going to plant them? If the situation turns violent, the police are going to open fire. I'm sure the authorities will not tolerate any violence. A bridge on the Chambal has been damaged. All trains are going to be diverted. Now present continuous with a future meaning. Priti is getting married next week. Even if we are using present continuous, we are talking about some action that will take place in the future. I am leaving this office next month. That again it suggests an action that will take place in the future. We use the present continuous tense to express a future action if the speaker knows that something is going to happen because an arrangement has already been made. So, yes, simple present with a future meaning. The train leaves tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Even if we are using simple present tense, we are actually decoding a time about tomorrow morning. So the train leaves at 6 a.m. The inter-school hockey tournament begins next Monday. So simple present tense is often used to express future events fixed by the calendar or an official timetable. So we can only use this when we have the calendar with us and the timetable. We are quite sure that this will take place. There we can use the present tense. Simple present tense. Since the speaker has no control over these events, we could have expressed them by using will also. The train will leave tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. The inter-school hockey tournament will begin next Monday. So now as we can see, there's a schedule of Mr. Jackson, who is an educationist from London, is given here in the box. According to that, we have to fill in the blanks that is there in exercise 4. So Mr. Jackson, the principal of Learners Academy, London, will be in Delhi from Monday 7 July to Friday 11 July. He has a very busy schedule. He will reach at Delhi on Monday 7 July. On Tuesday, he will visit some public schools and will attend a meeting of the principals on the need of changing the pattern of education. Next morning, he will start for Agra to see the historical places of Mughal period and will go to Delhi the same evening. On Thursday, he will join the CBSE officials and will discuss with them the need to change the examination system. He will fly for Sydney on Friday. Okay. So now we will learn to use a future form, that is will be and then ing. So we use this tense to express an action which will be in progress in a given moment in the future. For example, tomorrow at 6 p.m. Mr. Grover will be flying to Paris. So this is already scheduled, and this will come to action in a moment in the future. So next week we will be shifting to our house. Same. We also express this tense to express an action that is fairly certain to happen in the future. Okay. So what is the format of future perfect? Will have and then past participle of the verb. By next Monday we will have changed our jobs. Then when you reach home, your father will already have left for office, right? So here exercise 6 is kept for oral practices, and at last we will discuss future perfect continuous tense. The structure of its actually will, have, then been, then ing of the verb. Will, have, been, ing with the verb form. By 5 o'clock, Minu will have been sitting in meditation for 2 hours. When the siren goes off, he will have been working at this machine for 4 hours at a stretch. So, yes, we are asked to complete exercise 7. Rewrite the sentences using future perfect continuous tense of the verbs in the bracket. So tomorrow at this time we will have been driving to Shimla for 2 hours. That is done for us. So let us begin from number 1. By next year we will have been exporting the electronic goods for 5 years. When you visit the school next month, I will have been teaching there for 3 years. In another 5 minutes, when the clock strikes 10, you will have been watching television for 3 hours. By next Monday, the laborers will have been digging this well for 6 days. Okay. So here ends this chapter. Hopefully all the chapters that are there in your pre-half yearly unit test are covered. Let me know whether you face any problem, and the rest we'll discuss in the live class. Okay, by then, stay happy, stay blessed, do study well. The exam is round the corner, so do not delay. Bye bye everybody.